Now here today's topic is, you see, microbes in industrial products. So there are certain, very microscopic organisms that has been useful for its benefit. So first we'll be dealing with industrial products. Okay, whatever industrial products, we microbes here. Now here you see, microbes are used for the synthesis of a variety of products valuable to human being. Now first and foremost we come to fermenters. What are fermenters? Basically they are very large vessels. They are very large vessels that are used for growing microbes on a very large scale. So when you are producing microbes on a large scale, we need fermenters. The picture is on your book, you can very well see. And then the most important part we come with the use is fermented beverages. What are fermented beverages? Fermented beverages includes wine, beer, whiskey, rum. These are all fermented beverages. And what do they use? They use the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, basically yesterday's last class rather, I had told you that they are known as the baker's yeast, and again here you see they are also known as brewer's yeast. Now who is a brewer? Brewer is a person who makes wine. Okay, now basically it is used in fermenting of the bread dough and also used for, see here, it is brewer's yeast. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is used for fermenting malted cereal. Okay, malted cereal means you have wheat, corn, rice. These are all malted cereal and fruit juices. Okay, so depending on the raw material used for fermenting. See here, depending on the raw material, the type of raw material you're using in the fermenting process, different types of alcohols are obtained. Okay, so it depends what type of alcohol you're obtaining. It depends on the raw material you are using. Okay, different type of raw material. Now for example, some beverages, for example beer and wine, they do not require distillation. Means what? After fermentation the drink is ready to be commercially sold. Okay, but there are certain drinks like whiskey, brandy, rum, they requires distillation. That means it is a process of distillation of the fermented material. Okay, and yeast, what, so this is basically what is the function of yeast here. Yeast means Saccharomyces cerevisiae. What is the basic function of it? The function is yielding ethanol. Okay, that is the main thing. Now then comes the antibiotics. See, antibiotics, the invention of antibiotics is basically a boon to the human being. So now what are antibiotics? Antibiotics are, they are certain chemicals. Okay, chemicals that are produced by some microbes that can be retarded, that can retard the growth of other disease causing microbes. So what are antibiotics? Antibiotics are chemical substances that are produced by some microbes and that can retard the growth of some disease causing microbes. Now first is Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming was the one who was working with the Staphylococci bacteria. Now, one day accidentally he saw that in his petri dish, this total Staphylococci bacteria did not grow. So then he saw that since he was working with Penicillium notatum, these Penicillium notatum secreted a substance called penicillin, and this penicillin retarded the growth of Staphylococci. So then this he discovered, and he told it to be he named it to be antibiotics. That means against the growth. Anti means against and biotics means growth. So these, again, that means antibiotics, the chemical substances that retards the growth of harmful disease causing microbes. Now later on it was Ernest Chain. Here you see it was Ernest Chain and Howard Florey. Ernest Chain and Howard Florey, they won the Nobel Prize in 1945 and they proved to be a boon to the human welfare, and it was extensively used on American soldiers. This antibiotics, penicillin, was extensively used in American soldiers during the World War II. And this antibiotics has given a life-saving boon to the people. It has saved the life from deadly diseases like plague, whooping cough, leprosy, diphtheria, etc. Okay, now here there are certain enzymes also. Here are certain enzymes that also retards the growth or it's used for human beneficial. Okay, so here first and foremost we see we have a fungus that is known as Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger, here Aspergillus niger produces citric acid. Citric acid basically, see, it's used for curdling of milk to form cheese, paneer, like that. So it is also used in citric acid. So Aspergillus, it is also again commercial use. The extract is distilled and crystallized and you get it in small packets in the market. Then another is, see, Acetobacter aceti. Acetobacter aceti produces acetic acid. Now what is acetic acid? Commercially, acetic acid is known as vinegar. You find it in bottles in any grocery store. It is a primary thing as a food preservative. Vinegars are used and vinegar can be used for pickling, and vinegar is also a key ingredient in Chinese food. So Acetobacter aceti, this name gives you the acetic acid. So names you have to remember. Next come Clostridium butylicum. Clostridium butylicum, that produces butyric acid. Okay, the butyric acid, generally you know that it transforms butter. You can find it in butter also. When butter gets rancid due to the some Clostridium butylicum, so it becomes rancid, and even ghee and butter both. After, if you keep it for a few time, the taste also becomes bitter-like because these are the production of butyric acid by the Clostridium butylicum. Next comes the lactobacillus. Now basically what is lactobacillus? Lactobacillus is again one chemical that produces the lactic acid, and again lactic acid is also commercially used for curdling of milk. Okay, and even it is also found in the natural curd. You find this lactic acid, and this lactic acid is also beneficial to the human intestine because lactic acid enhances the good bacteria, improves your digestion. It can be used as a probiotic also, lactobacillus. Okay, now then comes Saccharomyces cerevisiae. You have already dealt with it, that production of ethanol both in a commercial and it's also used for brewing, bakeries, like that, production of ethanol. Then comes lipase. Now what is lipase? Lipase is actually an enzyme, you know. It is used in commercial laundry. What do? They use as a dirt digester. If it is used along with the detergent, this lipase, it simply digests the dirts and stain removal. Okay, now then engineered streptococcus. See, streptococcus basically is a bacteria that causes different diseases, but if it is engineered, it can be used for human benefit. It is used as a clot buster. That means removal of clot from the artery, especially people with cardiac attacks, myocardial infarction, where the heart attacks is there. So it removes the clot. It is used as a clot buster. Now another that is trichoderma. Trichoderma polysporum, it is also used as an immunorepressant. What is immunorepressant? For example, person undergoing organ transplantation, they are prone to other diseases. So that immunity level prone of organ rejection. Okay, self and non-self. So that is also used as a immunorepressant. And finally, lastly, we have Monascus purpura. Monascus purpurus is basically, it is an enzyme, you know. It is an enzyme that inhibits the production of cholesterol. So it is used as a cholesterol inhibiting or lowering the cholesterol level in patients.